Well, it's time to our first chat of the morning. Art News Now, Blue in the Face. It's an evocative exhibition by Abigale, Calisse and Azeezah Mohammed that reflects on Youth Day as well as Mandela Day. Designed as a rallying cry for the arrivistes, the dreamers, the disruptors, this multidisciplinary show invites viewers to really confront societal issues and envision transformative change at large. Bringing together new work from emerging visual artists, performers, poets and filmmakers alike. Amongst the standout works is also the hard-hitting short film Checkmate by UJ's Courtney Hodgson. So Abigale, Calisse as well as Azeezah Mohammed joins us this morning. Perhaps to chat a little bit further. Good morning to the both of you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
I mean, these are important conversation starters needed in our society today. Perhaps you just want to unpack the inspiration behind it. I mean, particularly as we're edging closer to Mandela Day, come the 18th. Yeah.
Definitely. For the show, we felt like being very topical in the Youth Month.
Yeah.
There was a call to action for a lot of our friends, a lot of the youth people that we practice with, and we felt like now is the time to address a lot of the social issues that we face as young people in the country, as artists that are speaking to these issues in a very real way through our lived experience. And especially we want to look forward to the future and see how activating right now and creating an impact, really highlighting the issues that we face and looking for a way forward on how to resolve them, I feel like is very important work that we do as artists, but sharing that together and having this common goal and this one unified voice, I think is really important.
Absolutely, and it's a rally cry, it's for the dreamers, but ultimately people who do as well. Abigale, do you want to weigh in further? What hope was inspired through all of this as well? I mean, is the future looking brighter? Are the solutions there? Is it a matter of lack of political will? What's the reality on the ground?
I think as a youth, we're the change that we're looking for.
Yeah.
And we have to create that change for ourselves because no one is going to come and do it for us. And I think this exhibition was really important because it really starts our conversation and talks about these issues, but in a way that we're also creating active change. So as a gallery, we've also been a part of a bunch of initiatives to make long-lasting change within our community and our country. And hopefully, if everyone takes that step forward, we'll find the change that we're looking for.
Yeah, fresh perspectives are also important. And I mean, amongst having the youth voice added, you want to see emerging artists, you want to see emerging filmmakers, poets, performers, etc. How intentional were you about that? That baton's not been handed over, but that unique, fresh eye it's critical at this point.
Yes, I think we would definitely agree. For us, particularly as a young gallery and practitioners ourselves, we really look for the voices that aren't really being highlighted, the voices that don't have a place to go. Lots of established galleries are looking for artists that have already developed their practice to a certain degree, or they have representation already. So by looking back, actually, as artists ourselves, it was quite difficult getting into galleries to be able to show our work and share a lot of the perspectives that we have on our stories. So I felt like we tried to include diverse mediums. We showed photography, there were prints, and all kinds of art. We had performance as well, and then the screening of the film, which I thought was really important.
I actually want to get into Checkmate. Why is it important? I mean, Checkmate means it implies end of the road, done, finish. You know, this is that chess move that obviously ensues. What is that in relation to? What are those lessons coming through? I guess without giving away too much, because you want people to also tune in further. Yeah,
that's true.
I think it was just really important because GBV is such a big thing within our country and femicide, and just trying to address those issues in a way that will work going forward. So Checkmate is a safe dating app, and it's a safe technology site for women where whoever enters has to put in their ID, so that if they have a criminal record or if they're on a registered sex offenders list, they immediately are cut off of the app or the website. So it's just to make dating safer for women. And I think it's really important because this is such a big issue within our country. We have to find different ways to combat it.
How has it been received as well? I mean, using art as a platform to have these conversations, what's been the feedback as well? How uncomfortable has it made people, but then also followed by change, right? This is the call to action that Madiba also inspired all of us at the end of the day to do.
100%, 100%. I feel like we need to realize that there is a certain privilege we have as the youth of today as opposed to the youth of 76. I mean, many years of work from all of the generations that have come before us. And I feel like it is our responsibility to take that and run with it. For this particular show, I feel like there were many sensitive topics that we had to delve into. And while it can be uncomfortable, I feel like it's a reality that a lot of us are living. And we need to be very cognizant of that fact going forward. So it hasn't been the easiest. There were some tough conversations. There were some difficult moments. Sometimes it was quite triggering for people that were involved and some people that were doing and sharing their work with us. But I think it's also been quite healing. Looking forward, it was very optimistic to recognize these difficulties and hardships that you have, but also having that sense of optimism and hope for the future that through doing this work and through sharing your experience, you may be helping the next person and you can heal together as a community.
First on the back of what Azeezah echoed, so GBV is obviously a pertinent theme. What are some of those other themes that came through, the difficult conversations that would have had to be had? I'm asking this because it's easy to open a wound. It's not easy to then clean it, salvage it, and then make sure that people leave better or more empowered, more equipped as well.
Yeah, so I think the film was really empowering, and all of the women that shared their stories, including me, I was part of the film as well. I think they were just really so brave for coming forward and sharing that. And I think also the way that it was received, people were so emotional just watching it. And I know it was really heavy and like hard-hitting watching it myself. But I think some of the other topics that we spoke on as well that were really important was employment for youth, the GBV crisis. We also worked with a bunch of shelters. So we worked with Frida Hartley Shelter, and some of the ladies came through for the day. So it was just really so important, and I feel like so impactful that we were all there and we all got to share that moment together.
I need to wrap up. And what's the bigger picture in terms of the long-term vision? Where to from here? How do we also stay in touch and keep that conversation going?
Of course. So as people that are part of our exhibitions, all of the artists, we're really trying to activate. We're a community-emphasized gallery. We're led and drawn really to community work. And we want to collaborate and continue working with all of the artists that come through our doors. We'll be in constant communication for any projects going further, discussing topical issues and seeing how this will inform our practice going forward. So it's a constant cycle of collaboration and growing together. As the gallery grows, we'll grow with all the artists as well.
All right, on socials, where do we find you?
On social media, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at AA_gallery. That's where our social media, and we do have a website as well. All of the links will be on the Instagram.
This morning, co-founders of AA Gallery, Abigale, Calisse and Azeezah Mohammed, chatting about Blue in the Face, of course, that exhibition that celebrates youth activism. As we just concluded Youth Month, but it's closer to July, where we commemorate Nelson Mandela Day, and already how the baton's been handed over as we continue to highlight the plight, the scourge of GBVF and some of the other societal issues in pervading South Africa. Let's leave the conversation there. We'll be right back after this.